California. We're just seconds away from getting this one started. And here we go from LA. Here's Jordan Whittington on the return. Jukes away from one. So the Rams offense getting out there for their opening drive of the game. And leading them out to one of the game's all-time leading passers. The top pick back in 2009. Still going strong. It's Matthew Stafford.
Stafford just continues to fight off injuries, and he continues to battle father time. And it is remarkable. There's a lot of quarterbacks as we see him age. We see the arm fall apart. We see the wear in the tear and the velocity disappear. You're just not seeing that with Stafford. You can question how long the journey may continue, but you cannot question how productive he is when he's on that field.
And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Rams have the first down.
Kate, if that first play is any indicator, this offense is going to have one heck of a field day. I'm talking a big chunk of yards on the ground and some big-time confidence, too.
First down throw here for Stafford. On it, and he nearly picked it. Oh, couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's second down.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
Not the way you want to start your game, but the pick was dropped, so the opening drive continuing now with second down. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Into traffic, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Stafford now on third down. Into a crowd, and that pass is intercepted. That's DeMario Davis. Well, we all know this is a player who's proven that he can weather an early setback and soldier on. That's going to be tested again after his first series ends in an interception.
Yeah, that's right, Kate. You don't get mentioned as one of the league's better passers if you can't shake off an early turnover. Now, his defense got to pick him up.
So now we're going to look at the other offense as the Saints take the field. They'll be led out by the Louisville products. I know those folks are excited for him, as are the folks from Texas Tech and Oregon. Here's Tyler Shuck.
Kate, it's really obvious. Tyler has nothing to prove about his dedication to the game. And he put his body on the line collegiately. He got that covered across a 7-year career in a couple different stops. Evaluators, they love grit, and Tyler's got a lot of it.
Shuck now on first down. Taken in by Vele right side. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They gain 11 on that play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First and 10 now from the 46. Shuck working from the gun. That's caught by Chris Olave. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
And the Saints first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
This is Alvin Kamara with it. And his charge towards the line, it's right around 3 yards.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6. Shuck's going to throw here. Screen here for Kamara. By a man, he's in the clear. And the gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face third down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep them short of the sticks.
Chuck on third down. He finds its target. That's Hill. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a first and goal. A lot of game left, partner, but it would be a shame not to punish your opponents for making a mistake so early.
Yep, they come through on third down, and the chance of transforming that turnover into a touchdown still exists.
They'll run with Kamara. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play first and goal situations too, because a run like that now, well, it leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
Here's second and goal from the 6. On the keeper, here's Shuck. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into third and goal.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Chuck now on third and goal. Has room into the secondary. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
That is such a good play defensively. A play you could take a whole bunch of pride in not only stopping the passing game, but the effort to get to the quarterback before he could scramble for the first.
All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. Pistol snap here to Shuck. And we get an incredible goal-to-go stand to begin this ball game as they force the incompletion and the turnover on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
Rams ready for this one. Here's first and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. Boy, were they ready to try and stick him there for the safety. As it stands, he's only able to maybe get back to the 2.
That right there, my friends, is exactly the kind of pressure and intensity you expect from a defense each of these next 2 snaps as well. They want to keep you pinned right there against your own end zone and force you into a very risky punt.
Here's Stafford from his own end zone. He's got the hook up to Devontae Adams. And they'll take him down here right at the 8-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on third. Stafford back to throw. Screen here for Williams. And he's going to have this up just a little bit shy of the 20. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
It's a gain of 11.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Up the gut they go with Williams. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's second and 6. They pick the handoff now, Stafford. Great coverage all the way to the sideline. They're on him to end that quick pass before he can get vertical.
that is a potential drive killer. Defenders all over that one and kept him from getting vertical after the catch.
5 men in the secondary for the Saints. Third down. Short pass brought in. And he needed a little more room to reach that line. The stop is made in time. That brings up fourth down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Fair catch called for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. This New Orleans offense readied up for its second drive of the contest. They took their shot on 4th and goal, came away empty-handed, so a lot to like, Brock, but just need to find a way to punch it in this time. Saints to the line now, first and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
When you get that jet sweep to the outside, you have to. You have to get vertical. There is just too much team speed in today's NFL if you don't go north and south.
Went the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Shotgun snap to Shuck. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Flush down out to his left. Now here he goes. And he'll go down here, covers up nicely after a gain of 7.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
2nd and 3 now. Shuck looking to pass here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Kamara does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal. Kamara again. And this time he's got it. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take a 6-0 lead in the first quarter. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. Well, we've been saying it for years, Brock. If at first you don't succeed, try that run again.
You're exactly right. It's going to take more than one stop to deter those offensive coaches from calling another run play. They've got such faith in their group up front to leverage right at the point of attack and punch it in on the second time around.
Point after good from Smith. And the Saints will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Smith has it on the tee, and it's ready to send it flying. Blake Corum now to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. Things sure have started out rough, and they've stayed that way through 2 drives. Maybe drive number 3 here is where we see this offense get rolling. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Stafford from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Straight ahead with Williams. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Throwing now, Stafford. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Their rookie out of Oklahoma there to make that play.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw it with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Short pass. On the turf. Ball's out. He lost it. And the Saints grab it. And they're going to give a couple yards back on the return, but I don't think they care much, Brock, because they're going to take over on the fumble.
This is exactly what you want out of your defense. If they're not going to secure the ball on offense, and they're going to give you a shot at it, go punch that ball loose and get a body on it for the recovery.
The Saints come marching onto the field. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffled around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground with Kamara. Escapes a defender. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. Man, that's good for a Saints 1st down.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
And it's a nice gain on the run, aided by that broken tackle.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down. A give on second to Kamara. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
New set of downs from 37. Here's Shuck, 1st and 10. Gets this one, it's Devin Neal. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
Saints.
They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the first quarter. It's the Saints setting the pace so far. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. We're back for the second quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Chuck now from the gun. And be caught by his back, Kamara. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
He completes it in traffic. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
First down, New Orleans.
And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
Into traffic, complete. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
5 still to go here. This is second down. A tight end in motion now. Here's a give inside to Kamara. And the defense holds, Brock. They catch him at the 4. He only gets back to that line of scrimmage.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Now Shuck to throw. Dump off caught by his back. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Now we'll have a field goal try coming up for the Saints. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Smith able to put it through. And that will add to their score.
Kate, I call that a win-win in the first half. You win on the scoreboard, obviously, by adding 3 and adding to your lead. But you also win mentally, making your opponent know if they make a mistake, you're going to capitalize.
Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Whittington now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. They now trail by double digits after that last score, Brock. It's 10-0 partway through here. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Williams. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. Man, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
Shotgun snap to Sanford. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Third and long for him here. Completed left side to Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Ethan Evans back out there. They're going to punt it away again. And he'll try to have his second punt top his first one. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Saints still running back Alvin Kamara trotting back out to the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shot working from the gun. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. In motion the slot man right. On 2nd and 10 now, here's Shuck. Catch is made down the right sideline. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Saints 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
From the 40-yard line now, and this is 1st and 10. Shuck. Throwing the out route complete. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. To throw again here, it's Shuck. That's caught left side by Vele. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They gain 11 on that play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Kamara now on 1st and 10. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
To throw, Shuck. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's good for a Saints 1st down.
Saints.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Running left, this is Kamara. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And they'll start some work to do now on 3rd down as he only manages to get past the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
They kick the running back in motion. Third down, here's Shuck. Finds him over the middle. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker. Fourth down.
It's a gain of 8.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Running for it, Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints make it a 16-point ball game. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
For the extra point, here's Smith. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints take a 3-possession lead.
17. Rams, nothing.
Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Whittington now on the return. He dodged the tackle. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. Out come the Rams on offense. And things starting to get a little out of hand for him, Brock. That last score made it 17-zip. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. This is Williams. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
On first down, here's Stafford. Catch made right side by Nakua. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. They fake the handoff. Now Stafford. That's incomplete on 2nd down. This one misses the tight end. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Stafford now on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. That's a pickup of 9. And the Rams have the first down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Man in motion out of the slot. Stafford's going to throw once more. Couldn't get the screen set up properly, Brock. Pass incomplete, and they're going to hope for better results now on 2nd down.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
Stafford to throw again on 2nd. Completed over the middle. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Williams now on 1st and 10. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. Stafford. That's caught by Williams.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
2nd and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone. Off the play fake, it's Stafford. And this is going to be good for a Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams start to fight back with their first points of this game. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Harrison Mevis on to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams cut the lead down to 10.
Score Saints 17, Rams 7.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Fields this one at the 3. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Saints and Tyler Shuck just about ready for their next drive. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. First call here coming from the shotgun. And start things off with a run by Kamara. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You can throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap to Shuck. And the Rams are there, and down he goes. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends him backwards ahead of 3rd down.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB could run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
This is a tough spot to be in. It's 3rd and very long. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Taken in by Hill, right side. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds.
You get to that money down, that third down, you look to your money players, and this tight end is capable of it. Let's give some credit to the defense right there. Did an amazing job not only sticking to him, but bringing him down before he can move the chains.
The fair catch taken in at the 28-yard line. The Rams set to go on offense once more. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. A run with Williams. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6.
So 2nd and 6 awaits on the other side. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More football from SoFi in just a moment. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Stafford from the gun. On the quick slant, it finds Adams. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Stafford now on 1st down. Connects with Adams again. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And he won't have any room after that quick pass. Well covered by the defense. That play loses yards. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Rams have the 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Stafford now off the play fake. Throw reeled in by Higbee. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Pete Werner has it.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
The Saints taking the field for the final time in this first half. And it looks likely they'll carry a 2-score advantage into that locker room. Only half a minute to go in our half. Let's see how they begin the drive. 1st and 10. Here's Shuck. Screen here for Kamara. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, well, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Running behind center with Kamara. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. Appreciate the update, as always. And welcome back, everyone. Third quarter about to get underway. Got a 2-score ball game here as we resume play. Here's Evans set to kick this away. He fields it from the 8. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The New Orleans offense ready to get to work to begin this third quarter. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
Saints to the line now. First and 10. They'll run the toss to Kamara. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Chuck now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Number 12, Chris Olave. A gain of 10 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Trying to get it with the option here. They'll have the first down and even more. Finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, but the fumble goes out of bounds. Oh, close call there.
Sometimes, let's face it, it's just better to be lucky than good. Your mind as a runner always goes to worst case scenario when you feel that ball get knocked loose. But that time the sideline saved him and his team.
They give to Kamara, left side. This one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
First down, and they go right back to it. And they hit him along the sideline there. Pickup of 9, so 2nd and 1 upcoming.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards.
Still 2nd down.
The jumpiness backs him up. Now 6 to go on 2nd down. Shuck working from the gun. He keeps it and takes off. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there, and that makes it 2nd and goal. So they fire for the end zone on 1st down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on 2nd and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you've worked on it all week, continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. It's a gain of 5, and he's just short. So that's 3rd and less than a yard.
Now we get to a very interesting call on 3rd down, kind of a crescendo to this drive. Can the defense rise up knowing there is no margin for error, just a single yard to go?
Shuff running the sneak, and he gets in, touchdown! The Saints grow the lead coming out of halftime. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
For the extra point, here's Smith. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Saints take a 3-possession lead.
Rams 7.
Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Whittington now on the return. Jukes away from one. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Rams headed out to the field now. And the turnovers have not helped as they find this game out of reach at the moment here in the 3rd. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Stafford back to throw. Dump off caught by his back. And he'll work this one up to the 28. Brought down by Julian Blackman.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all to try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Back to throw here, Stafford. Right side into the hands of Adams. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
You know, Kate, it's almost as if the defense invited him to make that throw. That was a play they knew they could defend, and they stopped it right at the line.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Third and long, they're gonna throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Okay, it has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game, and failing to convert on that 3rd down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
The Rams are set to punt. Ethan Evans, the one to kick it away. He's got this at the 27. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. The New Orleans offense set to go now. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. First plays a design run. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
A gain of 14. First down, New Orleans.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Kamara running out of the gun. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Jared Verse on the tackle.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
48-yard line.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Now Shuck to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
And he gets this forward to the 19.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Run here with Kamara. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal, New Orleans.
Kid, it really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number 1, got to control that nose tackle. Number 2, you got to get people to the 2nd level. That was teaching tape.
And he's got it in close. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints could push this to a 4-score game as they take a 23-point lead. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
For the extra point, here's Smith. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints make it a 24-point ball game.
Rams 7.
Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Corum now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. That score pushed the deficit to 24, so every opportunity to chip away at it important as they take the field. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Well, that run may not have moved the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Now Stafford to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Williams. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
There's absolutely nothing he could do in that situation, Kate. Defense broke through so quickly, they had him dead to rights soon after he got the ball in his hands.
Offense to the line. 2nd down. Here's Stafford. Screen here for Williams. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Has him on the quick hitter. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Stafford's going to run with it. Running in the red zone. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Matthew Stafford, the touchdown. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1, more times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
Sean McVay had this call ready in advance, no doubt, Brock. They're going for 2.
The Rams will line up for the
Stafford's going to throw for it. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the Saints got to it.
You know, sometimes it just feels like the opposing coaches are sitting right inside your skull. They read the call and were set up perfectly to counter it.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Return starts at the 9. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Saints and Tyler Shuck just about ready for their next drive. And this defense, boy, just beyond frustrated this late in the game. How's a group supposed to deal with him as a passer, Brock, and dedicate the resources needed to slow down this type of day on the ground, too? New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
That's some tremendous study right there. That linebacker, it was almost as if he was in the other team's huddle and knew what was coming. He read his keys, he pulled the trigger, and he makes a tackle for loss.
Open to head in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13. Counter give to Kamara. This one isn't looking much better, Brock. He's handed another loss. That's 2 in a row. They've got third down now coming up. These last 2 snaps, they have forced this drive to what might be its last play here, Brock, and we can confidently say there's not going to be another run here on third down.
Yeah, I think it's time to let the passing game get going and really trust your quarterback here, who's got to compensate for 2 negative plays.
Now Chuck on third and long. Gets it to him on the screen. And somebody finally able to force him out there. So even with that quality gain, it will still wind up being 4th down.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
And he's just going to fair catch that one at the 24-yard line. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And they know they let points slip away with that fumble in the red zone, Brock. They're looking to get him back here. Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. Play action now for Stafford. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Nakua, the receiver, in motion right. Back to the air we go on 2nd. Stafford. Catch made right side by Nakua. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Stafford now on 3rd down. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable in an incomplete.
The Rams are set to punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. Takes it in at the 21. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Saints and running back Alvin Kamara trotting back out to the field. And his production is carried over into this 2nd half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they've placed upon him. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And this will reach the opposing 25-yard line.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play. Here's a give inside to Kamara. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. And he could have a free play here. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. So they'll decline this and take the results. running it after the penalty. And his charge towards the line, that's right around 3 yards.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Off the play action, Chuck. No place for him to go here. The Rams rush all over him. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
Well, this guy has been an animal on the ground today with some great results. A little surprising there, Kate, to see a sack so far behind the line of scrimmage. But that's a welcome sack defensively after seeing him do so much damage with his legs.
Will this drive continue? Here comes 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. On the move, headed right. Oh, the football's loose. And this return will reach the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints picked up the fumble and ran it home. That right there was impressive, Brock. Even with the fumble, absolutely no panic on his part. Finding that football, keeping the play going, and taking it in for 6.
I am just hearing my old offensive coordinator, Tom Moore, say, whoever plays the hardest the longest wins. And that's what you got to do. You got to play harder. You got to play longer than your opponent. And when you get an opportunity, go seize it.
Smith tacks on the point after. And the Saints grow their lead yet again.
38, Rams 13.
Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Corum now on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Rams football, and they're probably ready to just get this final quarter over with. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Stafford now. He gets this one to Nakua. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Up the gut they go with Williams. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
So often we talk about the individual having to move on to the next play. Well, that was a perfect picture of the collective. That defense staring down 2nd and 1 rose to the occasion collectively.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. In motion left is Atwell. Stafford's going to throw on 3rd and 1. It's on target to Williams. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Rams have the 1st down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
Stafford now on 1st down. Short pass brought in. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Tight end going in motion here. Throwing now on first down. Stafford. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Now Stafford again. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
All right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw, Stafford. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's tackled for a short gain.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
It's been an 8-play drive, and on play number 9, now 9 is what they need on 3rd down. They'll throw, 3rd and long. This is hauled in by Atwell. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
16 yards.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
From the red zone now. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams putting up points in a game decided. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Mevis now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams make it an 18-point game.
38, Rams 20.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Saints and Tyler Shuck just about ready for their next drive. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Saints to the line now. 1st and 10. He toss to Kamara, headed right. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
24-yard gain on the play. 1st down, New Orleans.
know he'll never shy away from embracing contact on a play right up the gut. But come on. You know getting that toss in the open field is so much more fun. And on that play, well, certainly more exciting for all of us to watch, too.
On play action, here's Shump. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Searching for Chris Olave with that one. So it's second down coming up.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Pistol snap here to Shump. It's caught left side by Hill. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Saints first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
First and 10, he keeps it on the option. Lost control of another one. It's scooped up by the Rams. And that right there is going to be the spot they take over as they pick up a couple extra yards on the fumble return.
Hey, listen, I'm all for quarterbacks as artists. Right? You can't be a blacksmith. You've got to be an artist. You've got to create back there. But when the world of got-tos, you also got to hold on to the ball. That's a big-time turnover.
Out come the Rams on offense. And the turnovers, Brock, a big reason they have played themselves out of this one. Hopefully they can keep it clean here, if nothing else.
Yeah, well, this drive isn't pertinent to this game maybe anymore, Kate. This drive is for next week. They just want something positive here to end the game and carry forward into the practices ahead.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this first and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. Second and 9 coming up. Following the run, we see he's still out there dealing with some sort of injury. They'll head out to check on him. They'll come to the line here, second and 9. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Finds him over the middle. Able to take this to about the 35. That's a gain of 5 on the play.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Stafford from the gun, third down. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Desperation time here. Cut out left. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. How about 19 yards on fourth down, partner? And the call to go for it pays off.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
First and 10, here's Stafford. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
That's not going to show up as an interception on the stat sheet, but with all these next-level stats we have today, Kate, that's what you call a turnover-worthy play. And there have been way too many of them in this one.
Stafford's going to throw once more. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he'll be brought down at about the 29.
A gain of 17
A pickup of
yards.
17. And the Rams have the first down.
First down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First down throw here for Stafford. Nakua's got it again. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. It's Stafford once more. Into traffic, complete! And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Stafford throwing again. He's got it, it's in close. Touchdown, LA. The Rams get it back to within 2 possessions. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Mevis now for the extra point.
For the extra point.
Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Rams make it an 11-point ball game.
38. Rams 27.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. He lost the football. Oh, and the kicking team's got it.
These guys are flying down the field. Reminds me of the guys at Braveheart. But different than Braveheart, these guys got 2 things on their mind. Number 1, get the returner down. And number 2, try to separate the ball if they can. It's rare that it happens, but boy, is it big when it does.
LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Williams. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Motioning the tight end now. Stafford from the gun. Just keeps connecting to Nakua. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
15 yards. That's good for a Rams first down. First down and
Well,
goal
that
to
is
go.
a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. It is caught left side. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams now within one score in the fourth. Devontae Adams, the touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Two-point try coming up. Stafford getting the offense set.
The Rams will line up for the two-point conversion.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this two-point attempt fails.
38.
Well, Brock, I love the creativity, trying to catch him a little bit off guard there, but I'm sure some people seeing that call going to say, just give it to your back and keep it simple.
Like give it to Marshawn in the Super Bowl simple?
I mean, maybe. I wasn't going to go there, but yeah, maybe. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Brings in the kick at the 9. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Saints take over.
The Saints and running back Alvin Kamara trotting back out to the field. And what we saw in the first half wasn't an anomaly, partner. They've kept throwing it to him as we work throughout the rest of this game, and the results have been just as good. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. Receiver in motion. He's headed right. We give here to the motion man. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be 2nd down.
Receiver. He was brought down by Jacoby Durant. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Off the play action, Chuck. For a right side, cut by Olave. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. Give him 25 on that play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
The Saints, 1st down.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Motioning the tight end left. Kamara now on 1st and 10. And they come through with a big stop there. Got him down for a loss as they keep fighting back here in the 4th. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Chuck now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. So that's the 2nd one used by the defense in this half. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Back to throw it. That's a catch. Looks like he's in bounds. Good effort, but still short of the first.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that third down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
Here comes the Saints punting unit. Kai Kroger is going to kick this one away. The Rams set to go on offense once more. It sure seems like they've been able to score every time they've touched it this quarter, Brock. So high hopes again for this upcoming series. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. On the play fake, here's Stafford. And they are finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that 1st down. It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Rams facing a 5-point deficit. Big shot to begin the drive has them up beyond the 40. Throwing now on 1st down, Stafford. Nakua here, he's got it. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. They get 23 on that one. And that's going to be good for an L.A. 1st down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation could create the big play down the field.
He's got his man again. It's Adams. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
Devontae Adams. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Saints' 26-yard line.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Setting up to pass. He goes back to him yet again, complete. And he gets out of bounds to save that final timeout. This picks up the 1st down, too.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
Here he is to throw. He's got it. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Complete to Devontae Adams. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, and there's very little you can do other than make.
And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
And he's going to be taken down for the sack. They can't even get a throwaway on that 2-point try. Okay, Brock, dialing up another 2-point call, and you remember when your friends didn't have a voicemail and it would just ring and ring and ring? It's still ringing. Fall short again of reaching that end zone.
Yeah, this defense is not doing very good between the 20s or even in the red zone, but they do find a way to rise up. This is always my challenge with being super aggressive, is why give that defense something to feel good about coming off the field after you put 6 on the board?
Here's Evans set to kick this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Saints send running back Alvin Kamara trotting back out to the field. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Back to throw. He'll try and run this. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw it. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Here he is to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he has it into the red zone as he reaches that 20-yard line. We have a timeout here. 2nd one taken by New Orleans. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Offense to the line for first down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. On the keeper, here's Shaw. They're backed up. Not a stop they could afford, Brock, as this one loses yards. The Saints call their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. So now the field goal unit runs on in a very big spot. This a 39-yarder. That one is good. And barring the unexpected, that's going to be your game winner.
I know that was a kick he could make in his sleep, but with the game on the line, he delivered.
Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. And this is going to be a touchback, Brock, so we'll see what they decide to do with the final seconds they've got left here.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Here's Stafford, trying to push deep downfield. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Intended for 2-2 at row. Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Here he goes, one final shot. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So it's a win for the Saints. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Saints as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.